Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, you can mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to clarify ourselves how this practice can help for us and how it will uplift our inner awareness. Because that basic knowledge and understanding is very important to keep practice yourself. It will help you to motivate yourself and it will help you to more practice yourself. And because when the path becomes clear itself, your attitude going to change towards the path. When the path not become clear, that all other practice going to become hard and difficult. So that's why every day we try to bring some kind of information from different directions to put it to the main purpose. So the cultivation and the development of our inner spiritual life. And at the same time, main purpose of this whole practice is purifying our own mind from the greed, hatred, and the delusion, period. There's nothing else. But on this journey, that we have to have certain kind of energy, strength, power to build up ourselves. So today, I'm going to give some information regarding that. From the ancient time to today, these human civilizations, generations to generations, went through different kind of powers. And on this all the time, we use this outside nature to bring our inner desires to outside. We use this all from sun, from water, from wind. We use this all the strength, powers, energy to fulfill our inner desires. And out of that, what we gain? Out of that, we gain the personal satisfaction. So the personal satisfaction is so strong. How much it is strong? Your entire body, each and every atom or particles, subparticles, electron, neutron, protons, in the bottom line, it will, in the ground level, in the roots level, it will sacrifice itself to protect your inner desires, that much it is strong. That's why from nature, we are very selfish living beings. So as you know, the bees, these honey bees, always protect the queen. They sacrifice their life to protect the queen. So inside our human behavior, inside this body, this each and every cell will sacrifice its own function, its own strength to fulfill our inner desires. So intention is very important to survive ourselves in this very conventional life. So without intention, we cannot survive. So that's why when we fulfill the intention and we take it another way as success, but fulfilling the intention maybe take us to another difficulties. That is the very nature of this very conventional life. So then how we can understand this deeper nature, because we build up with this nature, and how we can find something else which that you can gain the liberation through that power. So for that, you have to develop the self-awareness. So how we can do that? Because we always hear this self-awareness, self-awareness, self-awareness. So before we get into self-awareness, we have to come to one place, that is free will. So the free will is a kind of like a gift that we have within us. So what is the free will? That you have deeper freedom to select yourself, to be who you are. So underneath this, all the calamities, difficulties, sadness, worry, fear, unhappiness, each and every moment, one of the beautiful things that you can carry within yourself, your free will. So that's mean your conscious decision. The free will not come out of the God, or the not come out of any other spiritual powers. It's not going to come from any kind of hierarchy, or it's not going to come from generations as the caste, or as a gift from your ancestors. As a human being, when you come to this world, the power of your mind, you can activate through the free will. So, but in day-to-day life, how we do that? Mostly we do our mental actions to fulfill our inner desires. And then that means we invest our free will to fulfill our inner desires. That is not the free will. The free will itself should liberate you from inner desires, because the inner desires are already there. So you can, when you do something, you're with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, when you do something to fulfill your inner desires, you can name it as a will, but it's not going to free will. So how the will become free will? When you take action to liberate from your inner desire, or to change the complete existence from this point to next moment and become a completely new person, that is what called free will. So then you have to see, in day-to-day life, when we have opportunity to take a conscious decision, how we use it and what we gain out of it. And sometimes even with a very simple logic, And some people don't want to drink a bottle of water for a day, but they're willing to drink 8 bottles of beers. And they're willing to drink a lot of alcohol. They're willing to drink a lot of soda. And they're willing to smoke too much, but glass of water. Or maybe they're willing to watch TV 5 hours, 6 hours non-stop. They're willing to go to Netflix and movie to movie non-stop, maybe 10, 20 movies. But they're not willing to get at least 6 hours just sleep. And they're willing to listen to many music, maybe hours by hours, keep listening, putting headphones. But we are not capable to just listen 1 minute for this outside nature. Maybe we are not capable to just listen to our own husband, wife, or the friends and family members or the children. We are not capable. We think it's kind of like a disturbing to us. See that where we put our will, it's always to encourage, agitate, increase our own inner self-centered desire based with this all the lust. So that's why that is the very nature of this human existence. There's nothing wrong with it. But the thing is, it's kind of like a current, keep holding us, which we cannot go out of it. So then, in the very beginning, you have to understand when there is an opportunity come for you to select something, when there is an opportunity come for you to be conscious and recognize something, you have to look into yourself and see from where and how you take that decision. That is where you should start. So when there is opportunity come for you to take a decision, conscious decision, you have to see, are you taking that decision to become a better person, or are you trying to maintain who you are? Very progress or the result of spiritual practice, you should change. If there is no change, remember, it is not the good practice. You have to experience the change. That is the way that you can measure yourself, how your practice work. Not to maintain. So then, in the very beginning, recognize when there is opportunity come for you to take a conscious decision. Don't try to maintain. Take a conscious decision to change. So, and then it become a power to yourself. So this power is very necessary for you. So then when it comes to power, what is that power that you need to develop inside? This is what you need to develop. Organize and intelligently directed knowledge. So organize and intelligently directed knowledge in the very basic level. So what is the organize mean? So the organize mean focusing. When there are many perceptions around you, when there are many choices around you, you have to have the power to drop all other things and select one thing. So that is what through the meditation, even in the tranquility meditation, we develop every day. Just not any other place or the sensation, just in front of our nose and upper lip area. So that allow your mind to organize and be with in the same place. And then intelligently, that intelligently means that the inner mechanism work towards the intention. So that means when you think about your in front of your nose and your upper lip area, and when you focus to that, it is just not a thought. What's happening? Your whole body start to develop a current to be with that. So that is what happens when you little by little, when you take a conscious decision. And then directed. So again and again, constantly. Again and again, you be with that place rather than dropping it. So when you able to do that, what happening? It become a power. That is the power you need, and that is the power you gain through your spiritual practice. Organized and intelligent and directed knowledge. So the knowledge itself in a very, very basic level of that interference of your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that everything. And then whatever that you keep going with it. So another way that we call the common sense or the knowledge or the understanding, this all the same. So if you're able to organize your thoughts and put it to a one place and stay there constantly without dropping and keep going, and that become a power. And that power become the energy, and that energy we call another way self-awareness. And when it comes to self-awareness, what happens? That it going to become ability to recognize and understand personal moods and emotions. Otherwise, if you don't have that, it's maybe you heard from somebody, you saw from somewhere, and somebody taught you something. Maybe you understand it a little bit, but it's not going to become a power. So how you can develop this spiritual power when it become organized, intelligent, directed knowledge? What happens? It becomes your self-awareness, the very nature of the self-awareness, ability to recognize and understand your personal inner moods and emotions. So that is one thing. And this self-awareness again and again become powerful. It become collective awareness. So that means the self-awareness, you come to a point and it become collective awareness when the duration become longer. And when the duration become longer, when it become collective awareness, then out of that collective awareness, you gain your strong free will with the power. So then what happens? So now in the beginning, be very clear and be with me. So in the beginning, as a result of self-awareness, you had the ability to recognize and understand personal moods and emotions. And once it becomes a collective awareness, and out of that collective awareness, you gain the free will. And as a result of that, what is happening inside you? Then you recognize the the current that happening related to your moods and emotions. And not only that, you start to see how it can affect, or how the outcome going to affect for you and for others. So once you have that, you become your own master. That itself become the dharma for you. It itself become the wisdom for you. You don't need someone else. You don't need to read someone else's book. So that is what you need. But if you don't have it, maybe somebody else said, don't do this. If you do this, this will happen to that day. That's way. Maybe we understand it. Very conventional level. But we become like a puppet. There is no development inside us. There is no growth inside us. We just keep doing things and we stay away from things, but there is no inner wisdom we gain. So this is the way that you can develop the inner wisdom. So then you have to understand it goes step by step. Start from the free will. So don't misunderstand your will as your free will. So when there is opportunity for you to take a conscious decision and start to recognize it and not to maintain, learn to take it to change. And then it become the power step by step. And once it become power, so how you develop the organized, intelligent, directed knowledge. You gain that in the deeper level inside you. And as a result of that, what is happening? You develop the self-awareness. And when you develop that again and again and again, it becomes collective awareness. Once the collective awareness becomes stronger, it affects for your free will again. It's like go like a circle. It strengthens your free will. So as example, when there is no collective awareness or when there is no awareness, you cannot take a conscious decision. So it's like that. It's integrate and share each other their own power. So once you have the free will and once you have the collective awareness, so what happens is you start to gain ability to recognize and understand your, not others, your personal moods and emotions. And that is what called self-realization. In the very basic level. There are more things in the deeper. We can bring the words, but no, just keep it short and simple. Once you're able to see your moods and that the emotions, and again, once you be with it, once your collective awareness becomes stronger, so you gain another wisdom to recognize how your moods and your emotions, the outcome can affect for you and for others. This means out of your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, what is the outcome and how it's going to create the reactions and result. And once you know that, you're going to have a very clear free will. Why? Because whatever the decision you take, it's always going to become good for you and good for others. And when you're able to have that mentality, it becomes power in you. And once it becomes power in you, it becomes dharma. That means what you hold in your heart becomes your dharma. And then you become your life become like that. So that path, when you develop step by step, what will happen? Your practice itself become your wisdom, your life, and that your the moment of awareness directly connected to the perception, and then you gain the clear comprehension, clear understanding with the perception itself. Why? Because deeply you have the inner wisdom. Another way we call it awake. So this model, if you slowly develop inside you, you can experience something beyond these layers that what we experience today. Because we are so into colors, patterns, methods, time, space, smell. So we are into that. We just go with it. And sometimes good as good, we take that whatever the happy things, or the whatever the fulfill our desires, we take that things as good. But there is something else also. There is something else exists underneath this all, which not going to change according to your emotions. It has power to exist, tuning to its own inner nature or the current. So if you are able to touch that, then you will recognize there is a different beauty, there is different strength, and there is a different smell underneath this, our experience. So once you're able to get that, there's something that you touch through your inner experience, which make you more and more grounded, solid, patient, comfortable. And at the same time, it brings you more and more comfort, which not going to change according to outside situations. That is what you need. So through this practice, this underneath deeply, this is the mechanism that happening inside you. So it is just not you close your eyes and stay silent. So once you settle down with that, and once you bring your attention towards your inhalation, exhalation, remember underneath, you tune to this, the path which coming from eons by eons through these enlightened masters. So you are tuning to that. So then moment by moment, you have to give your best. The challenge comes from our own inner nature. One way is our own habits, our own desires, trying to find its own place and keep the balance and maintain it. And another way, we want to tune to this higher spiritual vibration. So then you cannot struggle with it. You cannot resist, develop a resistance inside. So then what you can do? You can develop moment by moment conscious decision. Because why? When it comes to consciousness, that is the only thing exists without getting into that inner current or habitual patterns. So that is what you need to strengthen. And once you develop that, and you will slowly will get into this inner spiritual vibration. So let's practice a little bit and give your best to yourself. So keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So bring your attention to your body, please, and scan head to toes yourself and say Suapatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a very clear mental view 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So allow your inhalation, exhalation happens as it is and recognize it, do nothing extra. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. So allow your inhalations, exhalations happen as it is. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. And expand the capacity. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all six directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also, may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhammanudhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammam Pujemi Sangham Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idang me punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.